I've got a case to say that football is greedier than it's ever been. The Premier League is ripping off its own fans. I managed to find ticket prices from the 91-92 season, which is just before the Premier League started. I've got these numbers. I've got the original price of 91. I've got the inflation adjusted price is what it should be, and then the difference, right? The lowest offender, as in the closest to inflation, they haven't been greedy.
Yeah.
Do you want to guess who it is?
Someone with a big stadium. Leeds?
Chelsea.
Chelsea?
Chelsea, 0.4%. That's it. They've basically stayed with inflation the whole way. They haven't ripped off their fans. They haven't taken any extra away. They've just stuck with inflation to keep ends meeting.
Well,
do you want to know who the biggest offender is?
Yeah, go for it.
Everton.
151%
above inflation. So their tickets should now cost £26.50, but they cost £66.50.
It's because they got to pay for that new stadium, innit? That's probably what it is.
Probably. It's probably a contributor. I mean, Aston Villa, 125%. They haven't got a new stadium.
So how much was Aston Villa's ticket in 91?
Aston Villa was £12.
And how much is it now?
71.68.
Wow.
Yeah, so it should be 31.80 inflation adjusted,
wow.
But it's not, so 70. So it's well over double what it should be.
Wow. I'll be interested to see how much they fill their stadiums. Because the interesting thing with Chelsea is Chelsea, in the grand scheme of things, have got a relatively small stadium.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of how big they are.
Yeah.
I mean, they did something interesting. Didn't they sell their training ground to the ladies' team?
Did they?
Yes. So what this is all about is obviously they've changed the regulations now in terms of profit. So you can't make so much of a loss.
Okay, yep.
So it's all done with financial fair play. So effectively, the bigger loss you have, the more you can only make a certain amount of loss each year.
Yep.
So what these clubs are looking to do is build their revenues up by selling more higher price tickets, hospitality, selling merchandise into America, all these sort of things. It's just interesting with Chelsea. I wonder what there must be a reason for that.
I think there must be. I don't know what the reason is, but I think fair play to them for not doing it too much. I mean, it varies across them. Another big offender, by the way, is Manchester United. You probably wouldn't be surprised to hear. £12 back in 1991. Now it's 67. That's 110 above.
Yeah, that's
above inflation. That's the point as well.
Everybody wants to see Man United.
They do, yeah.
That's the thing.
To put it all into context as well, as I was looking at this stuff and I was thinking all these numbers are a little bit, fugazi, but I found a Tesco receipt just on Reddit. I don't know why someone uploaded it, but they did.
Yeah.
And it was your average shop: bread, milk, chicken, beans, a couple of toys for the kids, that kind of stuff.
Pork pies, blancmange, yeah.
Exactly, the essentials. Average. £56, right? That should be £149 today. That sounds about right, doesn't it? 150 quid for like a decent sort of family shop.
Yeah, yeah.
If the Premier League did a Tesco, then it would cost 220. So a bit more above, an extra 70 odd quid. If Everton did a Tesco, it would be £374 for that shop. I mean, there's Waitrose and M&S, and then there's Everton.
Everton convenience store.
Yeah. Don't go there. I mean, inflation would have added 93. Everton would have added £318 to the shopping.
Wow.
Instead of just 93.
That's incredible.
So, okay, fine, you got a fancy new stadium, but you don't want to price out your own fans, especially a club like Everton. I mean, they're not selling to just down the road at Anfield, they're selling to tourist fans. They can make a lot of money because they're Champions League winners, title contenders, maybe not this season. But, they've got that pitch to sell. Hate to throw shade on Everton, but can you justify that kind of price increase?
I think they can if they sell it out. Yeah. And I don't like it. Don't get me wrong, I don't like it. But also, how big has the Premier League grown since 1991? Yeah. That's probably more than inflation. The Premier League has grown exponentially.
But look at that
for a big word.
Yeah, look
exponentially.
Can you spell it?
Yes, that's the biggest word I've ever used.
But they're not making enough money from showing the Premier League all over the world.
Yeah.
Part of the Premier League, or what other countries like about the Premier League, is the passion and the history and all of that stuff of it. So
do they
sell the TV rights to everybody for loads of money, but sell just the stadium to your locals, to the true fans, people who've been supporting it for generations, and get those people in, because they are what make the Premier League the Premier League.
Just a quick one. If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers.
Brilliant. Back to the video.
So one thing that's quite interesting, I was talking to a guy on the cruise I just went on who's from Canada, and he's a Spurs fan. Mm-hmm. Now, for him to watch Spurs in the UK, he travelled from Canada. He had to sign up to the Spurs membership for 60 quid.
Right.
And then it was £150 a ticket.
Okay.
So that is then, they've got £210 out of that fan.
Yep.
I bet your life he's going to go to that club shop and buy something.
Yeah, he will.
Whereas your normal run-of-the-mill Spurs fan, how many times are you going to a club shop?
Yeah. And I bet the Spurs kit as well, I bet they're that full £85. They've probably also got the stadium edition or something. They've got the authentic and then they've got the stadium edition that's it's like 115 or something.
Yeah. But this is why these clubs are looking at this higher hospitality, the fans from coming over, because they'll go in club shop and spend. If you've got a season ticket, how many times are you going to go in the club shop a year?
Buy all three kits, buy the special edition.
You don't. You turn up and you watch them and you might get one shirt and you might get a jumper or you might get something at the end of the season.
Beer, pie.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing that they're doing, if you look at all these clubs, they're having these fan zones because the problem is your normal fan will go to the local. Mm-hmm. To the place that they've been and drink in the pub. Mm-hmm. Whereas they're changing that. Yeah. If you've come from Spurs, you're there. If you come over from Canada to watch Spurs, you're there at 11 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. You're touring the stadium. You're going in the club shop. Yeah. You're having a beer in Spurs.
But again, is that not taking away from the local community? Because if instead of going to all of the various local pubs and restaurants around the stadium, they're just going to the stadium to go to the fan zone and buy pints and pies and stuff in the stadium, then you're killing the pub around the corner that is the Ultras pub that's been there for generations, and the players sometimes dip in and see everybody. You're choking that one out as well.
Yeah, but
so you're going to end up with this money-making monolith of a stadium in a dead area. There's no community there anymore. But
unfortunately, that's what it needs to be a club to compete in the top level now.
But in that case, why don't they just all move to London? Why doesn't Newcastle and Everton and all that? Why don't they just shut up shop, open a stadium in London, and all just play there?
I mean, I don't think it's that easy. But I get your point.
They could do. That's where all the money is.
I get your point.
That's where you can sell a pint to all the graphic designers who are Arsenal fans for like £20 a pint.
Yeah.
If you're going to do that, do it in London.
I know one that would as well.
Yeah, of course you would.
I get it. Football is changing very quickly.
Yeah.
And it is a real shame. And don't get me wrong, I want to see local people go to the games. But that's not what it's changing very, very. You've seen what Wrexham.
Yeah.
In America, everybody speaks about Wrexham. In the shops, it's Wrexham shirts.
Yeah.
It's Wrexham, Man United, Inter Miami.
Yeah. But do you think they're pricing out their own fans? I haven't looked up their ticket prices, but I bet they're staying loyal.
They will do at the moment, but as they go through the leagues. But a lot of people, there's tours around Wrexham now. So you go to London, you can get on a bus for how many hours? You go around the stadium, you go around all the local pubs and blah, 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 and then come back.
I'm not against them earning extra revenue wherever they can. Doing tours, having club shops, selling extra stuff. That's fine. But I feel like a football club is a pillar of a community and brings the whole place up. Right, we live in Bournemouth. I have noticed Bournemouth is more on the map since they got into the Premier League and became a stable Premier League club. I think the whole town has been better off because of
100%, yeah.
And I think a lot of places kind of need that. And so if you're going to get a club that's just going to come in, take all the money and basically just leave with it.
Well, you look at a different perspective. If you want to come over and watch Bournemouth, what do? You come to Bournemouth, you stay in a hotel. You go and have food in the local shops, the local restaurants.
But not if they start selling everything in the club. I mean, what if Bournemouth starts its own hotel? I think it's Chelsea, you can stay in the stadium, can't you? But if they start hoovering everything up, then you may as well have a train station straight into Bournemouth Stadium, have a hotel there, have everything. They can go there, they can do everything, see the game, and then get out without spending a single penny in the rest of the town.
Yeah. I don't think it'll come.
And it'll be a passionless fan as well. They'll just sit there. They've spent £500 on a ticket. They're American fans who are over for the weekend. They don't sing, they don't chant, they don't cheer, they don't call the referee a wanker, none of that. They just sit there and enjoy the football and then leave. And then you may as well just go to the cinema or just sit there in silence.
It's not exactly loud at Dean Court, is it?
No,
at the moment.
No, but it'll only be worse.
It's pretty much a library there anyway.
But it can only get worse, can't it?
Sorry,
if you've got all these just travelling fans who don't know anything about football.
But that's what it's going to be. I promise that. Well, the other thing is, what it might do is put a spotlight on other local clubs, like Poole Town. Like we're in Dorset, we're in Bournemouth. Another local club is Poole Town. You've still got that sense of community. It's still and you're supporting something else. I don't know. I think I think it's going to go this way. I think you're going to see more and more of it. And I think when people give up those season tickets, it's going to go to hospitality. So don't give those season tickets up.
Yeah.
Keep them, pass them on to your friends and family.
Especially with American owners. I mean, they know how to monetize, don't they?
But they all do. They've got to compete.
Yeah.
How are Bournemouth going to compete with Man United in terms of making profit when Man United have got a global outreach that can sell 20 million bloody shirts in Asia and America?
Yeah.
Bournemouth need to do something.
Yeah.
And I think they're doing it the right way. They're building a new stand so they can fit more of their local fans in, but they're also giving that extra bit of hospitality. So if you do want to come over and support Bournemouth, you can do, and you can pay in the club shop. It's a balance.
Yeah.
It's a fine, difficult balance.
I reckon keep ticket prices low, unlock 3 o'clock games so that more people can watch it, then there's more revenue from there. Everybody wins.
Well, there we go.
Everybody wins. What do you think? Comment below. Do you think that fans are being priced out and that clubs are just being greedy, ripping everyone off? I certainly think so.